What a way to wrap up 2023. This video is going to be awesome. I did a thing. I ended up getting two fragrances that I absolutely had my eyes on. One that I absolutely love. Like, I used to have it in my collection, like a small little bottle of it. And I decided to upgrade to the full bottle because it was just that good. And the other one, I had an eye on it because I'm huge into aquatics. Like, I love my aquatic fragrances. And from my understanding, it smelled very similar to a couple of fragrances that I had in my collection. But I mean, it does come with a price tag, especially when you're getting to a level where you're refining things. So with that being said, I did a thing. So don't come at my neck. I'm not there for that. These are for me, M-E, me. We did a thing. We spent a little bit of money. And these two fragrances are from the house of Boadicea the Victorious. And the total bill came up to, I'd say, roughly about 2,300 Canadian. So if you're interested in watching me waste my money, make sure that you subscribe, hit the like button, because trust me, at this point, now I need it. We're doing this for y'all. I'm going to showcase two amazing fragrances that I brought into my collection that I absolutely adore. And albeit it comes with a high price tag, I wouldn't have it any other way. So play my music. We'll be back. I'll show you some unboxing of these two beautiful fragrances and we'll discuss some stuff about them. Cool? Stick with me and Happy New Year. It's actually given me a little bit of time to kind of catch my breath because God knows the type of stupidity that I'm on. Let's get into it. The house that I want to showcase is Boadicea the Victorious. One of my favorite houses, amazing perfumer behind the creations here, which is Christian Provenzano. He's fantastic. He's made many, many creations, and although he does kind of have a little bit of a reputation of being a copycat, not my words, he does phenomenal work with the briefs that he's provided with and also the ingredients that he's working with. And by briefs, I mean what the designer of the company or what the owner of the company or what the marketing team of the company is telling the perfumer to make. Not like Hanes or Fruit of the Loom. Just not that, guys. Not that. Okay, we're past that. Anyways, so the two fragrances that I will be showing you an unboxing video, I've already unboxed them because God knows it was, it was expensive, and I figured I might as well do it kind of as best as I can instead of doing it here like this. The two fragrances that I've unboxed, the first one is Boadicea the Victorious Aqua Sapphire. And Valiant. So we're gonna roll some footage of me unboxing, and as I'm unboxing it, essentially what I'll do is I'll just talk about the presentation with these fragrances and the packaging. We'll save the reviews for another video because I do want to go in depth about the fragrances given how expensive they are, and I do owe it to you to cover them in depth and in its entirety. So as we're unboxing it, we'll start with Aqua Sapphire, and I'll talk more about the packaging and the opening experience with Aqua Sapphire. So first things first, Aqua Sapphire comes in this beautiful aqua blue insert. Really, really beautiful. I love the gold lettering. Everything is nice and sharp. The packaging is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. As we struggled to take the insert off, one thing that I did notice is that the fragrance sits, like the bottle sits inside the box standing upright. Now, when you're talking about a fragrance that costs as much as it does, my expectation as a consumer is to have something that is a little bit more secure, especially when so stay with me here because I don't have the bottle in here. But especially when it's nice and snug, but when you take it off, that's all you got holding the bottle. So if you guys are purchasing this fragrance, one thing I want you guys to know is if you see a Boadicea, and if you purchase any Boadicea, it's really snug. So it's gonna take effort when you try to pull it off. But when you purchase a Boadicea that comes like this, and it has this bottom part that you have to remove, do it on a table, take it nice and slow, do not rush through it because your bottle is breaking and it's cracking. So just be careful with that. One thing that I do like about the packaging of the fragrance is, again, it's using a nice, beautiful leather box. The engraving on the box with Boadicea the Victorious is really, really nice and looks elegant and classy. I love the gold lettering on the bottom part. If there's any part that you're going to keep and display on your shelving, it'll probably be the bottom part that has the gold lettering, Boadicea in cursive writing, and the Victorious. And it sits in a nice, albeit a little bit shallow, silk setting box, which your fragrance can sit in and be displayed in your collection. Really cool, but that's pretty much the extent of how I display the fragrance in my collection. The rest of the box, as soon as you're finished with the unboxing, is really kind of underwhelming in my opinion. Like, I do like the quality of it. It's definitely not something that I would throw away. Like, if you compare it to like Creed, spending $500 retail on Creed, 500 plus, you're only going to get a cardboard box that has Creed. And, you know, technically speaking, I'm probably not going to keep that box. It does nothing for me. It's not like I can display it and it'll be like, oh, look, it's fancy. But at least this has a little bit of purpose and substance to it. And the feel of it is actually really nice. But that's kind of where it all, you know, stops. When you're talking about other luxury houses, other niche houses that come out with fantastic presentations and fantastic boxes, you know, a brand that does it amazingly well, Fragrance du Bois, from everything, their little slips inserts, which are fantastic, or slip covers, sorry, which are fantastic, to the actual beautiful velvet box that they come in, which folds up, and then you can actually tilt your fragrance a little bit upwards so it actually displays properly. Fantastic. That's thought, right? And you're thinking correctly about that. You're thinking from when the consumer opens the package to the wow factor to displaying it on your shelf to the wow factor. End of life. This one kind of has the wow factor when you open it with a little bit of danger, and then that's pretty much it. And then you have like the little cover, the little bottom part at the bottom, which you can kind of utilize if you want to. So that's kind of it for Aqua Sapphire in terms of packaging. However, when we're taking a look at the bottle, I will say the bottle is beautiful. It's gorgeous. You have a beautiful Aqua Sapphire in the middle, 14 karat gold plate or plaques. You got Boadicea the Victorious on the back with the title of the fragrance down here, Aqua Sapphire, beautiful cap. I'll do some B-roll on this. But just quickly going over the scent. Again, I'm not going to review it because I do want an in-depth review. It's so beautiful. It's really beautiful. You're looking at a pineapple rum mixture. You have some sandalwood in there, some vanilla, some tonka bean if I'm not mistaken. So you get a nice warm, cooling, light sweetness with it. The pineapple and rum play really well together. It's light. It's not super in your face. It just sits in the background. And to me, this feels like sitting on a beach on a nice, warm summer day with the waves splashing in the background, with the wind kind of just blowing in the background and it's just brushing past your neck. It's beautiful. It's a really beautiful, elegant fragrance. Now, when you're talking about fragrances like this, you're not talking about something that smells good, right? Absolutely not. These are masterpieces. These are in a different level. What it is similar to is Mega Mare from Orthoporisi. I have covered that in a different video. We'll drop that link at the top right there. It does feel very similar to Mega Mare. Now, this is just more refined. This like literally takes all the screechy elements, all the synthetic elements, and really negates that and puts it in a bottle that is just marvelous. So that's just a quick little summary of Aqua Sapphire. This, hands down, beautiful summer scent. You'll love it. It's not for everyone, but I think you'll love it. Get your nose on it first, see how you like it, and then kind of go from there. Okay, we'll move on to the next fragrance, which is Valiant. Now, Valiant is arguably probably in my top 5 right now ever. And the reason I say that is because it's unique. It lasts all day. It's stunning. The smell is just so good. It's so beautiful. Ylang ylang is one of the key notes in that fragrance alongside marigold. And you just get this candy floral that goes well with the rest of the fragrance. Nice and musky, little bit of sweetness, and it sits so elegantly close to you, but still vibrates off of your, wherever you sprayed it, your clothes or your skin. It's just a great scent that just lingers throughout the day and just, oh, it's smooth. It's so cool. So as we're looking at this video for Valiant, this is more expensive than Aqua Sapphire. And going back to the packaging, I think the packaging for this, albeit is safe, much safer than Aqua Sapphire, especially when you're opening it. I just don't much care for it. This is what it looks like. You can see the inside over here. I don't know. Not my favorite thing. I just don't, to me, for a fragrance that costs as much as this does, retail, I believe this is, you're looking at like $1,300-$1,400. You're getting something that feels very cheaply made. The rest of the box, I like the fact that it sits securely in there. Again, in my opinion, if I were to put this on my display, given how many fragrances I have, I wouldn't be able to utilize this box at all. And the fact that the fragrance sits on its back in the box doesn't allow too much maneuverability for showcasing it. So even if I leave it in my display case, so let's take a look. If I leave it in my display case sitting flat like this, you can't see it, right? You'll have to kind of tilt it. And at that point, if you tilt it, your lid's going down. So it's not really well thought of. In my opinion, I think Boadicea the Victorious has a lot to work on in terms of packaging, presentation, and really developing that whole wow factor from opening to end user. And even just unraveling it, seeing this box in comparison to the Aqua Sapphire, it's very underwhelming. It's just cardboard, right? That's it. You really don't get anything. I do like the color of it, if there's anything. Again, the way that Boadicea is on the box with Valiant on there, it's nice and simplistic. You do feel like you're getting something a little bit more, but in my opinion, I don't think this box is anything special. If I was to rate Aqua Sapphire's opening and package in its entirety, I'd probably give Aqua Sapphire a good 7 out of 10. Like a solid 7 out of 10. For Valiant, I'm giving it a solid, I think, 4 out of 10. It's good enough for me to keep just for the sake of having the box and just, you know, kind of remembering the day that you actually opened it type of feel. But like, there's nothing special about the box, in my opinion. So that's just my opinion on that. With Aqua Sapphire, at least there's a little bit of a partial usage of the box that I can use in my display because it doesn't take up too much space. But that's pretty much it. As I was trying to get the Valiant out of the box, given that the cap was extended past its dimensions, did pose a little bit of a problem. So again, when you're talking about spending as much money on these fragrances, my expectation is perfection. So luckily for you guys, I'm not sponsored. This is all out of pocket. So you're getting the truth and the honesty. And that's how I plan on remaining to be on this channel. So here is Valiant. Gorgeous. from my end, when I take a look at Valiant, when I wear Valiant, first things first, the smile, the immediate smile that I get on my face. It's absolutely stunning. It's one of those statement fragrances. When somebody catches wind of it, it's beautiful, beautiful. You get some citruses in here. You get, again, your ylang ylang, some mandarin orange, grapefruits, petitgrain. You get a beautiful cherry blossom coming in with some neroli, some orange blossom, some jasmine, tonka bean, vanilla, amber, sandalwood, and patchouli. So it really triples, quadruples down on the sweetness, but it's not overpowering. The blend is so good. It kind of reminds me a little bit of, I don't want to say like of a custard, but like, you know how you have a custard that's well done and it's just, as you're eating it or having it, there's no one note that's really dominating, you know what I mean? Like, it's just beautifully blended, it's just harmonious. That's kind of how Valiant feels. It has this beautiful, beautiful notes of sweetness. The ylang ylang brings in that beautiful floral type of candy note that really allows this fragrance to blossom. I haven't smelled anything like it. Oh, it's classic. It's classic. This is a statement piece, in my opinion. You know, if you end up getting this fragrance, if you end up sampling this fragrance, in my opinion, I think it's a statement piece. You know, when you're thinking about wearing these fragrances, you're talking about, you know, having the style to kind of go along with it, the confidence to go along with it, the setting to go along with it. I enjoy wearing these fragrances in its entirety because, again, it gives me that confidence and it gives me that next push. And in my opinion, like, I think Valiant is amazing for the office. It's super safe, in my opinion. Again, you don't need too many sprays with it. It will last you the whole day. It's just absolutely stunning. The fragrances in its entirety are stunning. It's just, in my opinion, I think the boxes and the packaging are very underwhelming. I wish I could say underwhelming and just kind of leave it at that, but I'm saying very underwhelming. I believe they need to do a reconfiguration of this, especially if, you know, you're paying as much as you're paying. You know, I just want to say thanks, guys. Like, honestly, I hope you know, I hope this video was enjoyable just as much as it was for me. I hope you guys get a chance to try these fragrances, even if you get like a little 2 milliliter sample, whatever the case may be. Obviously, I'm not pushing these. I will have links at the bottom. I don't make anything off of it. It's just there for your ease of access, and obviously from a trusted source. Stick with me. I'm hoping 2024 is going to be a fantastic year. I'm hoping to do a lot more. I have some gears grinding in my head to kind of highlight the lifestyle side of these fragrances and really kind of bring some more depth and enjoyment to the videos, as opposed to me sitting in front of a light box that's friggin' blinding me and some black drapes behind me in a basement that's unfinished. That's kind of where we're at. Yeah, but if you didn't buy fragrances, you would have had a finished basement. Nah, it's like $80K to finish a basement. That ain't happening. Alright, so let me enjoy this. But with all that being said, enjoy your New Year's. Let's ring in 2024 amazing, guys. If you like my content, if you enjoy my humor, if you enjoy anything, whatever the case may be, feel free to drop a like, a comment, a subscription, a subscribe, whatever the case may be. I truly appreciate it, and share it with your friends and families. But have a safe New Year's. Ring it in very, very enjoyably, and smell great. That's what it's for. Enjoy, guys. This is Midar kicking off 2023. Have a great one, guys. Love y'all. Peace.